Newark Airport. We have a really long layover, like 3 hours. So we're just chilling. We just had dinner, but we've had such an adventure in the past 24 hours that I just thought I would tell you about it as we're halfway through our trip. So last night we went to check in for our flight, and we discovered that in order to even get your boarding pass, you have to have a negative COVID test. And we knew that this was a possibility when we were doing our research, and we found that Germany did not, at the time of our research at the beginning of January, Germany did not require a negative COVID test in order to enter the country. You could just quarantine. That changed on January 14th, and on January 19th, we tried to get our boarding passes, and we couldn't because we were being informed that we had to have a negative COVID test on the app. And so we panic, and we look up our doctor's website to see what the earliest time is for us to get a text the next day, because it was already 6:30 p.m. at that time. And so I open up the site, and it turns out they're actually still testing at that time. They had a few more slots until 8 p.m. And so we call our friend, because at this point in time, we'd already sold our cars. And so we call our local friend and say, hey, can you drive us to the doctor? We have to get COVID tests. And he says, not only does he say yes, he also says, yeah, I'm actually in the parking lot already, because he was coming to visit to say goodbye. Oh gosh. So we pile into his car and we drive to the doctor, and the test turnaround time was 24 to 48 hours, and we were just like really worried about that. So we told them we're taking an international flight. And they said, oh, well, that's fine. We reserve a few slots every day to use our in-office testing, and it'll be 30 minutes and you'll be done. What? So she came out and she stuffed the thing way up our noses, and by the time we got home, our tests were done and we were negative, and we were able to print them out. And I'll tell you what, at every single checkpoint today thus far, they have asked for them, and they've also been really scrutinizing, like, why are you traveling? What do you think you're doing going to Germany? And we're like, no, we have a work visa, and we have our visas, they're in our passports, and here's the work contract, and here's like all of this evidence, even though we've already gone to the consulate and been approved at the consulate. So it's been interesting so far. So we're just gonna relax here for a little while. I'm so excited to get on this next flight to Lisbon. During takeoff in our last flight, I don't know if you could hear me in the video, but I just started laughing hysterically at takeoff, because I just can't believe that this is happening. And all it took was one decision to apply for jobs abroad on my partner's part. We decided together we were ready to leave the United States, and that was it. Our lives changed. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. I can't believe how empty the international lounge is. This place should be packed.
Hi guys. So we've been in Germany for 2 days. I'm so jet lagged. I used to never deal with jet lag. It's crazy. And now, like, I guess, welcome to my 30s, because I'm like not able to fall asleep. I didn't fall asleep till 4 a.m. last night. The first night we got here, I was so exhausted from the trip and the travel that I actually fell asleep right away. My partner said he came to bed like an hour and a half later, and I had no idea. I thought it was like he came to bed right away. And we slept for 15 hours. So that might have something to do with it, but I still feel just really tired. We're in quarantine here, so we're not allowed to leave the apartment or anything. And so I messaged one of my friends and said, like, is it possible to get me melatonin? I can't find it on like the grocery app. And she responded and said, no, melatonin is illegal in Germany. So we're gonna do this old-fashioned way. Our apartment is really lovely, as you can see, and we have just tons of outdoor space. So we actually do have a patio, but it's like sleeting today, so we're probably not gonna go outside on our little patio. But I got really excited while we were doing yoga. I actually like ran to get my phone to take this video because I wanted to capture this squirrel. They're such a different color here, and I know that's like so little, like just such a little thing, but yeah, I had to grab that video to just like, I don't know, show you guys and be in it. It's really hard. It's really hard to be in a new city and in a new country and not be able to go out and explore. Like, both of us are so antsy. We want to go see the city. We want to go to the museums and walk around and just get to know the neighborhood and listen to people talk so that we learn the language better, and go to the grocery store and buy our own groceries instead of having them delivered. Like, we want to like see what it's all about. We can't do it yet. And so it's like this like weird, we're in this like weird limbo space, stuck in quarantine for 10 days, even though we had our negative COVID tests. So here we are.